ninth question in exercise 2.5. Now we are going to solve 10th question in this exercise 2.5. The 10th question statement is like this. If a train runs at 40 km per hour, it reaches its destination by 11 minutes. 40 km per hour, 11 minutes, late by 11 minutes. Okay, I will repeat. If a train runs at 40 km per hour, it reaches its destination late by 11 minutes. But if it runs at 50 km per hour, that means 10 km per hour speed increased here, right? It is late by 5 minutes only, right? Here only it runs by 5 minutes. It runs late by 5 minutes. Okay. Find the total distance. Find the distance to be covered by the train. Okay. Here, my dear students, we will take here let the actual distance. Let the actual distance. Sorry. Let the actual time. Actual time taken by the train. Let the actual time taken by the train to cover the same distance. To cover the distance is x hours. We will take it as x hours, right? That the actual time taken by the train is equal to x hours. But in the first case, if it runs at 40 km per hour speed, it is running late by 11 minutes. That means let us change these minutes to what? Hours. That means 11 by 60 hours. And here this 5 minutes, just change it into hours. That means 5 by 60 hours. Right. Okay, my dear students. See, my dear students, you know the speed is equal to distance by time, but distance is equal to speed into time. See, in the both the cases, whether it runs by 40 km per hour or if it increase the speed or decrease the speed, here actually increase the speed, 50 km per hour, the distance covered by the train is same. The distance covered by the train or any vehicle is same distance. Okay. So, my dear students, in both the cases, the distances are same. Therefore, here in the first case, that means if it runs at a speed of 40 km per hour, it would take 11 minutes late. The train runs by extra 11 minutes. That means in the first case, 40 km per hour speed. So the time will what? X plus 11 by 60 hours. Okay. See, in the second case, my dear students, if it runs at a speed of 50 km per hour, but it will take extra 5 minutes. That means x plus 5 by 60. Okay, this is hours. Okay. Now, see, my dear students, actual distance means speed into time. Here the speed, actual speed is 40 times x plus 11 by 60. Here the speed is what? 50 km per hour, and the time it will take x plus 5 by 60. That means it is equal to 50 times x plus 5 by 60. Okay, my dear students. As I told you, in both the cases, the distance covered by the train is same, right? Now here, just we simplify here. This is implies 40 times x 40x plus 40 times 11 by 60. It is equal to 50 times x 50x plus 50 times 5 by 60, right? See, my dear students, let us collect the like terms here. Like means variables. So 40x minus 50x. Here this 0 get cancelled. 4 in 2 table, in 4 2 times, here 3 times. So this is 2 11s are 22 by 3. Here also just we cancel here. This 0 cancel. Finally 25 by 6. Here 25 by 6 minus 2 11s are 22 by 3. 2 11s are 22 over 3 here. 5 5s are 25 by 6. So, my dear students, here 40x minus 50x is minus 10x. It is equal to 25 by 6 minus 22 by 3 into 2. So this is minus 10x is equal to 25 by 6 minus 44 by 6. Okay. So I will write here minus 10x is equal to 44 minus 25. 14 minus 5 is 9 and 3 minus 2 is 1. That is minus 19 by 6. So minus 10x is equal to minus 19 by 6. Right. So here this minus both get cancelled. X is equal to 19 by 6 into 10. When this 10 transposed to other side, it will divide. That means, so x is equal to 19 by 60. 19 by 60. So 19 by 60. This is the what? The time taken by the what? Train. Actual time is 19 by 60 hours. Okay, now coming to the distance covered by the train, distance covered by the train in both the cases are same. That means x plus, what is the distance? Here you substitute here or here. That means let us take 50x plus 50 of x plus 5 by 60. This is the distance covered by the train. That means 50 times of x means 19 by 60 plus 5 by 60. So this is 50 of 19 plus 5 is 24 by 60. Okay. So my dear students, here 0 get cancelled. 16 in 24 5 times. 4 times. So 5 times 4 is 20 kilometers. So the distance covered by the train is 20 kilometers. Okay, I will repeat my dear students here. See, there are two cases here, conditions here. If the train runs by 40 km per hour, it running late by 11 minutes. So if the train runs by 50 km per hour, it runs late by 5 minutes. Okay. 11 minutes means 11 by 60 hours. 50 km per hour means 5 minutes late means 5 by 60 hours. Just I have changed it into hours. This minutes as hours. Right. See here, students. This is the key here. The main, the centroid of the sum here. Let the actual time taken by the train is x hours. X hours. So in the first case, if it runs by 40 km per hour means what? It would take 11 by 60 hours extra. That means x plus 11 by 60. See, in the second case, if it runs by 50 km per hour speed means that is x plus 50 by 60 hours. Right. In both the cases, the distance is same. Distance means speed into time. Here speed is 40 times x plus 11 by 60. Here distance is 50 times x plus 5 by 60. So if you simplify here, we will get the x value as 19 by 60 hours. 19 by 60 hours. Okay. Now actually the distance is 50 times x plus 5 by 60. You can substitute this value, this 19 by 60 here or here. Then you will get the same answer only, right? So I have taken this right hand side. What is in the right hand side? So that is 50 times x plus 5 by 60. That is 50 times x means 19 by 60 plus 5 by 60. This is 24 by 60. See my dear students, here 0 get cancelled. Actually this 6 in 24 4 times. So 5 4s are 20. So the actual distance covered by the train is equal to 20 kilometers. Okay. Now coming to the 11th question here, my dear students. Eleventh question in this exercise 2.5. 1/4 of a herd of deer has gone to the forest. 1/4 of a herd of deer has gone to the forest. 1/3 of the total number is grazing in a field, and remaining 15 are drinking water on the bank of a river. Find the total number of deer. Okay, a group of deer is called herd, right? Let, in this 11th question, let the number of deer is equal to x. Okay. 1/4 of a herd of deer has gone to the forest. The number of deer gone to the forest. Forest is what? 1/4 of herd means x by 4, right? 1/3 of the total number is grazing in a field. 1/3 of total number. That means the number of deer grazing in the field. That is 1/3 means x by 3. Okay. 1/3 of the total number is grazing in a field and remaining 15 are drinking water on the bank of a river. 15 deer are drinking water. The number of deer drinking water is equal to 15. Okay, my dear students. Here we have to find the total number of the deer here. See, in this case, actually the total number is x here. That means x is equal to the number of deer gone to the forest is x by 4 plus the number of deer grazing in the field is x by 3 and the remaining 15 what? Drinking water at the bank of the river, right? So these three here, the total gives the total number of the deer, right? So my dear students, here let us transpose here x by 4 minus x by 3, it is equal to 15. So here LCM is 12. So here what should I do here? Just multiply here 12 and 12 with x. 12. Here also to get 12 here let us multiply with 3. To get 12 here let us multiply with 4. It is equal to 15. Understood? So this is 12x minus 3x minus 4x by 12 is equal to 15. So what is 12x minus 3x minus 4x is minus 7x. So 12x minus 7x by 12 is equal to 15. What is 12x minus 7x, my dear students? 5x. So 5x is equal to 12 times 15. So x is equal to 12 times 15 by 5. So 5 in 15 3 times. So x is equal to 12 into 3. Therefore 36. Therefore the total number of deer is equal to the total number of deer is equal to 36. Okay, my dear students. We can do verification also here. The total number of deer is 36. That means 36 by 4 is 9. This is 9. 36 by 3 is 12 and 15. Okay. So 9 plus 12 is 21. 21 plus 15 is 36. It is equal to the total number of the deer. Okay. Coming to the 12th sum, my dear students. Twelfth question. By selling a radio for 903 rupees, a shopkeeper gains 5% profit. Find the cost price of the radio. Okay. Right. By selling a radio for 903 rupees, that means the selling price of a radio is given. Selling price of a radio is 903 rupees. Okay. The shopkeeper gains 5%. So we should find the cost price of the radio. Do you know about radio, my dear students? Yeah. Radio, it's like a TV. We can hear only. We can listen songs and news like that. We are not using nowadays, but we use that radio before 20 years like that, right? So cost price of a radio is equal to x rupees. Let the cost price of the radio. Let The cost price, CP of a radio is equal to X rupees. Here, selling price of a radio is 903, but the shopkeeper gains 5%. So that means percentage of profit. Percentage of profit is 5%. He get 5% profit. That means 5% of X rupees. X means cost price. The profit or the loss we should calculate only on the CP, that means cost price. So that means 5 by 100 plus 5 by 100 into X. So 5 in 100, 20 times, 25 are 100, that is X by 20 rupees is the profit. So that means profit is equal to, actually my dear students, cost price plus profit is equal to, right, X by 20 is the profit here. So selling price is equal to, my dear students, cost price plus profit. The selling price should be equal to cost price plus profit. Here actually the selling price is given here. What is the selling price? 903 rupees. So this is implies 903 is equal to the cost price. Here we have taken it as X plus, and the profit is X by 20. Right. So this 903 is equal to 20X plus X by 20. So this 903 is equal to 21X by 20. So I want only X value. That means X is equal to 903 into 20 by 21. Right. Now let us cancel this 903 and 21 here. Let us see here. This 903 whether it cancel in X 21 or not. Right. We will cancel first 7 table here. 3 7s are 21. Here 1 7 is 7. 2 0. 2 7s are 14. 63 in 63 9 times. So 129 times. Right. Again this 3 table in 129 43 times. Right. So finally here X is equal to 43 into 20. That is 860 rupees. Therefore the cost price of the radio is equal to the CP of a radio is equal to 860 rupees. Okay. Right. Please write down, my dear students. Then we can take that last sum also. Right. Coming to the last question here. That is 13th question in this chapter. Shaker gives a quarter of his sweets to Renu. Shaker gives Thirteenth question. Shaker gives a quarter of his sweets to Renu and then gives 5 sweets to Razi. Shaker, he has some sweets with him and he gives quarter, means 1/4 of his sweets to Renu and then gives 5 sweets to Razi. 5 sweets to Razi. He has 7 sweets left. How many did he have to start with? Right. See, my dear students, here in this 13th question, let us take the number of sweets. Let the number of sweets with Shaker is equal to X. Before he distributed to what? Renu and Razi, he has X number of sweets. Right. Shaker gives a quarter of his sweets to Renu. That means the number of sweets received by Renu. is x into 1 by 4. Quarter means 1/4. That is x by 4, right? And then gives 5 sweets to Razi. That means the number of sweets received by Razi is equal to 5. The number of sweets received by Razi is equal to 5. Now he has only 7 sweets left. That means, see my dear students, the total number of students before he distributed to Renu and Razi is x. That x should be equal to sweets distributed by Renu is x by 4 and distributed by Razi is 5 and the remaining sweets are 7. This total number of sweets equal to the number of sweets with Shaker before he distributed, right? So see my dear students, here this is x minus x by 4 is equal to 12. Just we transpose this x by 4 to this side. That means 4x minus x by 4 is equal to 12. So this is 3x by 4 is equal to 12. So actually 3 in 12 here 4 times. So x is equal to 4 into 4. So x is equal to 16.